Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 8th to the 14th, 2024 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you are interested in a private reading, check out my website or a gift card for the holidays. Check out my website at daneharttarot.com. It's located in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Taurus, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels, oh goodness, and spirit guides. So we are crowned with the Two of Swords. Interesting. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We then have the Ace of Swords reverse. We have the Four of Cups. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. We have the Moon reversed. Ooh. We have the Fool reversed. We have the Three of Swords, Angels, and Spirit Guides, show me clearly. We have the Knight of Cups, which is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Three, ooh, the Three of, of, of Wands. Yeah, the Three of Wands. Okay. We also have the Crown Chakra making itself known. We have the World reversed. Ooh, okay. Interesting. And then we have the Page of Swords. We have the Six of Wands reversed, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Wands. So let me just make sure that everything is in frame. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So what I think is really interesting here is that we're going to start to see a new path. It's very much in line and correlation with the picture right here. I don't know if you can see it very well, of the Four of Cups, where she has the coffee and the warm drink, like it could be coffee, tea, cocoa, right? They're all drunk here. It looks like she could need a little bit of comfort, and it's hiding right behind her computer. So what we're going to see here is that what we're looking at, what we're focusing on during this time is going to be something that we're pulled away from. It's like we're pulled down a different path towards more comfort, more alignment with ourselves. It's opening up a path we didn't know was coming. We also have God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of knowing our mind and our worth, of saying what it is that we want, of an embrace of our voice and of ourselves. Now, the moon's coming up here reverse. This is Pisces energy. Time frame February 19th to March 20th. We can be having a difficult time with Pisces energy. Here, if we have it in our chart, if we have it in our lives, it can be that the Pisces time frame may be a little bit challenging for us, but don't be worried about it. What we have here is also a lot of fears, a lot of doubts coming forward, which we tend to be focusing on with the Four of Cups. And those doubts and those fears can be very draining for us, can be very overwhelming. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Oh, I do apologize. And it's keeping us from moving forward towards our dreams. Let me just take a sip of water. It's keeping us here, Taurus, from taking that leap because we have our fears and we have like our biggest fears running in our mind because there's just all the shadows that are coming forward. So being aware of that is going to be important because we will be a little bit more risk averse, a little bit more hesitant on things during this time. We can also find that we're having a difficult relationship with a Pisces energy, feel like they're being just selfish or more, into their own emotions and not, spending time with anybody else's emotions. So just being aware of that. With the Three of Wands, with the Three of Swords here, we have not a lot of, but we're looking at heartbreak and pain, and a lot of the heartbreak and pain that has shaped us for a while. And we're starting to say, I don't want you anymore. I don't need you. I'm not doing this. And it moves us then to the Knight of Cups, to being a hero of our emotions, of our heart, of ourselves. This is also water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So if we have water sign energy in our chart, if we have water sign energy in our life, it is it's going to play very nicely in our emotional sphere during this time. But it's also going to move us, and it's also us moving forward towards what we really love and where we want to be, and a real sense of, I'm going to let my heart guide me. I'm going to let my, spirit shine. I'm going to let my joy lead me forward. And with the Three of Wands here, we're seeing new horizons coming up. We're seeing new ideas coming forward. We're also seeing a new way of looking at things. Ideas are coming in, there's ships coming in, ships coming out in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but here it's illuminating the darkness. It's, looking at the world when it's covered with snow and brightness and insight. And it's a connection with the inner self. Now, the world here isn't outward, it's inward. So the world reverse is not saying, oh, let's go and let's go explore and travel and do all of this. Is saying, let me focus on me. Let me wrap me in a nice warm blanket or sit outside in the sun, depending on which hemisphere we're in. And let me see what my soul needs and what my heart wants and where I want to be for me. And it's a connecting with ourselves. And I like to call it a womb time. A womb time, it is just that sense of coming into the womb of Mother Earth and being protected and being cared for. Now, this is more of a winter thing. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, it is, that birth time. It's stepping out into the sun and into the brightness, but it's letting the light guide you. And it's not saying, oh, I have to go here, I have to go there. It's like there's enough in my own garden to be contented with. And when we have the Page of Swords coming forward, it is being a student of our mind. It's being a student of ourselves. It's asking the questions. It's connecting with our inner child voice, but it's also connecting with the stories and the movies and the tales that made us who we are, that enchanted us, that guided us, that led us forward. With the Page of Swords, if we're born on the cusp with, Gemini energy, or we have air sign energy in our chart, it'll come through very powerfully. We'll be very inquisitive, but we're also, if we work with children, okay, or we have children in our lives, they're going to be asking questions that speak to our heart. But also, we can just be connecting with children that speak to our heart in one way or another. It can be from as simple as reading somebody's, Santa Claus wish to, hearing what, just hearing a story that a kid is saying, like when they're sitting down and eating. I don't know how it is, but it's like, it's the magic coming back. And as the magic comes back, we have here the Six of Wands reversed. As the magic comes back, we realize that we haven't been celebrating ourselves. We haven't been cheering for ourselves. We haven't been seeing ourselves in the ways that the stories had us see ourselves when we were little. And that brings us to the Ten of Swords. It brings us to this place of rebirth. It brings us to this place of new understanding. It's the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. But it's also with so much wisdom and so much insight and so much knowledge. And as we do so, then we sit as the King of Wands. We sit with our passion and with our fire and with our insight. We sit knowing more. If we're born on the cusp with Aries, this is going to come through very powerfully as we take our throne. But even if we have fire sign energy in our chart, or fire sign energy in our life, but it's just embracing our passion. So we don't have to sit there and say, oh no, I don't have any fire sign energy in my chart. It's awful. It's like, no, it's not. It's that I'm seeing my passion now. I'm seeing my fire. You can have somebody who's very passionate, who's very fiery, who's very intense coming forward in your life and just shining new lights on things and bringing you, new inspiration, new insight. But it is for you to be king. It is not for anybody else to rule your world. And so you're embracing your fire, your tenacity, your insight, your determination, your focus. And as you do so, you're seeing yourself so differently. And it's like, I can create this. I can move forward this way. There's also going to be a charismatic nature around you that people are going to be drawn to. So that can work very much in your favor during this week. So just be aware of that. And you're going to be a little bit more cautious during this week. So with your charismatic nature plus the caution, you can build something really that will last quite a long time, but don't be too cautious because you can also miss out on something really, really beautiful for you. Okay, let's see what Spirit has to say. And just remember, you're going to be taking a different road than you ever imagined you would be. And it's going to be a bit of a surprise. You're taking that gift, but as a child would. As a child would, with utter glee and utter, unabashed emotion, but you don't even know you're taking it yet. And it's the gift of the power of the voice, of the power of creativity. And that mixed with the passion is going to be a very beautiful thing. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is the Parrot reverse. And it said, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. And that, just like the Fool is telling us here, reverse, we can have a bit of difficulty with. What does everybody want me to be? What does everybody need me to be in comparison with who I am? My passion, my fire, my power, my instincts, myself. So being aware of this during this time is going to be very important for us. It's going to be very important to see, like, how do I need to stand forward for me? And what am I trying to be for everybody else that's keeping me from my goals? Or even how am I self-sabotaging that's keeping me from that place of power and tenacity, rebirth and discovery? It moves us then to our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. This is exactly what we were talking about. I love it. It is rebirth. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. We are resisting the transformation for one reason or another. We might not even know that we're resisting it. We're just so focused on what needs to be done right now that we're not seeing the beauty and the passion and the fire that is transforming us. So be aware of that during this time. Our energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the 3 of Cups. This is caring too much what people think, but this is also the people who could not raise their glass to you, who could not celebrate you. So just be mindful about this. This is a person that should have been able to, and it's still looking out for their approval or looking for their approval instead of coming to the realization of it will never be given. And even if you have that realization, even if cognitively you know it, emotionally you're like, maybe it will change. Like maybe they'll like me. And it's really hard when it's a parent or a sibling or, somebody that we just see all the time, like that should love us, or even a lover that we had that, isn't into us anymore. And it's like, why? What did I do wrong? Nothing. You don't have to do anything wrong. Sometimes our soul's energy and their soul's energy was never put on this earth to be compatible with each other. Lessons are learned through that tough lesson. And, we could have had that contract in a past life or in the spirit realm, which is a nice way of thinking about it. But also, there is a strength in saying, even though you should love me, even though you should celebrate me, even though you should be happy for me, you know, I'm not going to let you rip me down. I've already been wounded enough by what you couldn't give. It moves us then to the magpie. It says, reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. Isn't that what Spirit just said? I love this. I love the synchronicity of this. I love how everything is just kind of like tumbling into each other. It's just beautiful. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. It's the King of Wands reverse. So we have the King of Wands in all his, mature glory here, but a immature King of Wands is charismatic as all heck. So just be aware of that. But will pull you in and, just be hollow. It's like It's like finding out that the gold coin that you thought you held in your hand was really wormwood painted gold, you know? So here, just be mindful about this during this time. It is a very charismatic figure coming in, and it's charm and it's, elegance, and it's like everything you would think that you want, but it's absolutely hollow. It's like eating a whole bag of chips. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's so delicious, right? And then your tummy hurts you and you're still hungry because you haven't nourished yourself. So don't do that. And then moves us to our subconscious chakra message, which is universal light. And the universal light is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. It is shining with our light and with our glory. And it is letting the light of the universe shine within us and radiate outward. And it changes our world. It does, to be connected to that higher power. It moves us then to the Queen of Swords. And I love this Queen of Swords with the robin, flying to her hand. I love that. I just love that. I mean, even though she looks quite stern and she's very, very pale, like the color of snow, which is disturbing a little bit. But the Queen of Swords can always be seen that way. She's always known as the, kind of witch with a bee queen. And that's because she's the most masculine of all the queens. She knows what she's worked for. She knows what she's sacrificed. It hasn't come easy. And here, you know what you work for. You know what you sacrificed, Taurus. You see this here, the inner child coming forward, and then she becomes the queen. Hard lessons learned, tenacity, insight, determination, fire. You're being forged. And forging is never fun. It is highly intense. So just being aware of that, how you are forged is like metal is put into super, super, super hot fire and then pounded with a huge hammer. And sometimes it just shatters. Sometimes that metal cannot withstand. And so it started again. And sometimes we shatter and we have to build ourselves again. We have to reclaim our power, reclaim our tenacity, reclaim us. It's a very important thing. But this is knowing your mind, and this is knowing what you want. Very strong air sign energy around you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also a very strong sense during this time, Taurus, of cutting through the bull, getting to the heart of the matter, and saying what needs to be said, or like claiming what needs to be claimed. It doesn't matter if you say it to anybody else, you say it to you. You transform your world. All right. All right, Taurus, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to you always. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this week and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all and have a blessed week. Bye.